Good morning, class. Now, today we are going to start with the fourth lesson in English literature, that is Eidgah. Eidgah tells us the story of a 4-year-old orphan named Hamid. Orphan means whose parents are dead, as Hamid was a child whose parents are dead here, who lives with his grandmother Amina. He lives with his grandmother, whose name was Amina. Hamid the protagonist, that in this story Hamid is the leading main character in a story over here of the story, has recently lost his parents. However, his grandmother tells him that his father has left to earn money and that his mother has gone to Allah to fetch lovely gifts for him. He was being told by all this by his grandmother. This fills Hamid with hope, and despite Amina's worry surrounding their poverty and the grandmother well-being, Hamid is happy and a very positive child. This is the story, this story is all about Hamid and his grandmother. So let us now go through the story. On the morning of Eid, the village buzzes excitedly. This tells us that on the morning of Eid, there was a Eid morning and the village is in an atmosphere of excitement in an activity. The village was very excitedly buzzing. Everyone is up early to go to Eidgah Mosque in town. Everyone wake up early to go to Eidgah Mosque in town. The boys are the most excited. The boys were most excited to go to Eidgah Mosque. At last, Eid has come. And they finally said that Eid has come. Their pockets bulge with coins. Their pocket was bulging with coin. That is an bulge means an unusual temporary increase, that is increasing in number or size, that the coins were bulging in their pockets. They keep counting and recounting it. Mahmood has 12 pieces and Mohsin has 15. Mahmood has 12 pieces of coins and Mohsin has only 15. The word piece which is being said here is a unit of currency which is worth a rupee, which is formerly used in India only. Out of this hoard, that is a stock or a store of money, they will buy toys, sweets and more. Out of this stock, the stock which they were having of money, they will buy toys, sweets and many more things. With that, the happiest boy is Hamid. The happiest boy which is being described here is Hamid. He is only 4, poorly dressed and famished looking. He is only 4. He is only 4 years old, poorly dressed, and he was famished in looking. Famished means he was extremely hungry. He was looking extremely hungry. His mother and father died last year, as I told you earlier. Now Hamid sleeps in Granny Amina's lap. Now he sleeps in Granny Amina's lap. That is, Granny Amina is his grandmother. She tells him that his father and mother have gone to Allah. And Granny Amina was telling to Hamid that his father and mother have both gone to Allah and will return with silver and gifts, and they will bring silver and gifts for him. This makes Hamid happy. The talks of Granny Amina makes Hamid happy. Hamid has no shoes. His cap is soiled and tattered. His cap is dirty and tattered. That is old and torn. That is not in a good condition. Its gold thread has turned black. The golden thread which he was wearing has turned black. Nevertheless, Hamid is happy. Then too Hamid is very happy. Poor Amina shed bit tears. If only her son were there, it would be very difficult. It would be very different Eid. Poor Amina, that is his grandmother, shed tears out of his eyes that if his son would have been there, then if only her son, that means Hamid's father, if he would have been there, they would have a different Eid. Hamid would not have to go to the fair on his own. What if he gets lost? Hamid confronts her. That is, Hamid is in a state of physical ease and a freedom. Granny Amina, don't worry, I will return. The villagers leave together. They all leave together. When with the boy is Hamid, they run on ahead of the elders and wait for them under the tree. They all move with the elders and wait for them under the trees. Why are the oldies so slow? They are saying, why are these oldies so slow? And long last Eidgah comes in view and the villagers join in with the prayers. And at last, when they were moving, Eidgah comes in. They come to Eidgah and the villagers and all the villagers join to them with the prayers. When the prayers are over, the crowd descends on the fair. That is, they all move or fall downwards. After praying, we all move downwards. So they also do that. There's a merry-go-round for 1 piece a go. There's a merry-go-round for only just 1 piece. That is 1 rupee. Mahmood and Mohsin and other boys climb on. Mahmood, Mohsin and others boy climb on. Hamid hold his 3 piece and watches. Hamid were holding only just 3 piece and his watches. He could not part with a third of his treasure for this. Now it's the time for the toys. There is a row of stalls selling toys, milkmaids, kings and ministers, water carriers, washerwomen and holy men. These are all types of toys which were there. Splendid, that is excited Mahmood buys a policeman in khaki. That is, he buys a policeman who is dressed in khaki with a gun. Mohsin gets the water carrier. Mohsin gets a water carrier for him. Each toy cost 2 piece. Each toy cost 2 piece. Hamid has only 3 piece, not enough for expensive toys. And if a drop of water falls on them, the paint would run. Hamid was having only just 3 piece. So he thought that if a drop of water would fall on them, then the color of it will run off. That means the paint of it would get destroyed. Toys like these would be of no use to him. All these toys are of no use to him. Mohsin says, my water carrier will sprinkle water every day. Mahmood says, my policeman will guard my house. If a thief comes, he will shoot him. All the boys give their experience to Hamid. Hamid knows their toys are made of clay. One fall and they will break. And Hamid was knowing that the toys which they have bought from there are all made of clay. And if a clay falls, that will get broken. But he wishes he could hold them. After the toys, it is sweets. Some buy sesame candy, other gulab jamuns. They munch happily. Only Hamid is left out. All of them, after buying the toys, they move to the sweet stall and they eat sesame candy. Some of them eat gulab jamuns and they munch happily. That means they eat happily. Only Hamid is left out. Hamid did not bought anything from there. Next, there are few hardware stores. Hamid stops a pile of Hamid stops by a pile of tongs. Hamid stops where the piles of tongs were there. Tongs are a type of instrument that are with two movable arms. They have two movable arms and that are joined at one, used for picking or holding things. Our mother also used it for holding rotis. While making chapati, she also uses it. Each time Granny bakes chapati and the iron plates burn her hands, and Hamid Granny when Hamid Granny makes chapati, he always burns her hand as he picks the chapati with his hand only. So Hamid thought if he would buy these tongs, so then Hamid Granny would not burn his hand any more. Now here we complete today. After this we will continue tomorrow. Homework for you all is to go through this story carefully. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you.